I don't even know what this is. What is this? Hi, everybody. Why is my webcam off? I don't understand. What? What's going on? Is there a reason you are working? Oh, man. Come on. Fine. Let's try this. See if this works. Hey, okay, it can be done. I don't know. What was I using it for then? Also, I don't have the lights on. Okay, Google. There we go. Okay. I'm a mess today. Oh, wow. I'm a mess. I also made a cake, completely forgetting that I have cupcakes in the fridge already. This is where my day is. Treading water. Here we go. Fix my thing here. There we go. And connect that again. Yes. Is it working? Yes. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome back indeed. Oh my goodness, I'm still recuperating from my vacation. I know that sounds like a weird turn of phrase, but I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I love my family dearly, but there were 15 of us over 5 different cottages. That was a lot for just a week. And then the place we were staying ended up being a COVID outbreak spot among people who were fully vaccinated. So that was also really fun. Really liked having that scare when we came back. The whole family's still kind of freaking out about it, even though the person who did get sick is not sick with COVID. So there's that at least. um, so yeah. Let's see. Let me go over like quick little things about last week. So yeah, it was really crazy. I got to meet some of my cousins for the first time. So my one of my cousins had uh, 2 kids since the last time I've seen her, actually. One this last year and one a couple of years ago. And I had not actually met them until this time. They were wonderful and sweet, and her children are very energetic, and one of them wanted to monopolize my time. She's sweet as all hell though. um and let's see what else there was. Found out my car is broken. That was fun. It overheats, like the engine overheats. It's not supposed to do that. Um, it likely is something relatively simple, like a radiator fan, because it does cool down when I drive over 25 miles an hour. Um, but if any of you know the Cape and know about the traffic on the Cape, then when I say that coming home, I was terrified my car was going to explode, you know what I mean. Because Route 6 was really backed up. um, there was a good 15 minutes where I was just eyes directly on the gauge, being like, please, come on, please, just a little bit longer until we have, till this breaks. Um, so that was fun. Still don't know what's wrong with it. Still haven't heard back from my mechanic. I thought he was supposed to take care of it today, but he might not have had time. So we'll see when I hear back about that. Um, Found out that a drug that I'm on, my insurance no longer covers the brand version of, but they cover the generic. Now, while that doesn't sound particularly stressful, the process through which I learned that they no longer cover the medication I had been on a year ago and instead cover the generic version of it was very convoluted. And there could have been a much easier way that was much less stress and much fewer phone calls than I ended up having to make on a Friday afternoon on my fucking beach vacation. um, so that was fun. I applied for a job. That was good. Which reminds me again, I still need to send out that email. Um, so I applied for a new job. Hopefully, cross my fingers on that. Um, I did a teensy bit of antiquing when I was out there. I went to an antique and vintage clothing shop that I love, but nothing fits me in there for the most part. Like, I love everything that's in there and I wish I could buy a bunch of it, but either it's too expensive or it won't fit, or both. Because people in the 40s were tiny. Um, but I ended up finding this really, really nice, like Chinese style embroidered jacket that I am in love with for a very reasonable price, literally like $48. That fits me and looks amazing. So I'm pretty excited that that happens. Um, and then I ended up getting, I was just browsing around, I guess it's an antique store, thrift store, something like that. It's a junk thing. Most of it is like old Americana, and I was not interested. But I was looking for a letter opener, did not find, but I found a lovely teacup and saucer that I really liked. I have a Japanese tea set, but I do not have an English style tea set. And while the Japanese tea set works really well for a lot of teas if you're having them as is, it's not the kind of thing you want to add cream and sugar to or lemon, etc., etc. So, I was like, I just want a nice teacup. And if I can get, and I saw this one, like there was another one that was a matching, like a couple matching ones, and I was like, oh, those are nice, but this one really is nicer, and I really like this one. So I bought it, and it was like $4. I was like, maybe replacements or eBay, I can find out what pattern this is supposed to be, and um, get another one or something like that. Found out that the thing is worth like $150. Um, so yeah, I'm not buying another one. But and then I was also really disappointed. My mother took a look at it and she's like, "I think we have one that looks exactly like this that I inherited from your grandmother. I think it broke." Like, "Oh, you had me. Don't do this to me, no." So that was really neat. It's a very pretty teacup. I'm probably still going to use it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It being worth $146 more than I paid for it is pretty freaking great, but I'm not really looking to sell it. It is going to be something kind of special. I'm not necessarily going to drink out of it all the time, but I'm also not necessarily going to baby it and like put it in a display case and everything. That's a little too much. I do want it to be like something I use. Um, I want to say there might have been something else that came up. I don't know. Anyway, we've got some Mass Effect today. Hopefully everything works. So far, this is not, there's got to be a technical problem on the stream at some point, right? Um, so, but yeah, we're gonna play some Mass Effect 3. I've done a bunch of modding today. Unfortunately, Mass Effect 3 modding is different than Mass Effect 1 and 2 modding. So I was not able, for instance, to get my dress in the game, which sucks. Um, I'm hoping someone will release a mod for that relatively soon. Because I kind of just have to wait. I don't know how to do that. And to be honest, I'm not willing to put the time and effort into learning. I have a solution, a couple possible solutions that we can explore. They aren't quite exactly what I wanted, but some decent, interesting stuff that might work. Um, but I did a bunch of other mods too that are like quality of life things, continuity mods. Yes, exactly, DigiShell. There was a mod for OG Trilogy ME3, but it hasn't been uploaded for LE yet. I tried to find out if there was a way to like convert it, but I can't find anything about it. And again, it's level of effort versus the amount of time and the amount of time I have in my day. Um, so I have a couple of quality of life mods that I have installed on there. One of them is so that Kelly will give you your fish back. Um, if Kelly survives from Mass Effect 2, which in our playthrough she did, and you romanced her, which we did not, there's a scene where you meet her on the Citadel and she gives you your fish back, but only if you romanced her and only if you continue to romance her in Mass Effect 3, which is bullshit. So I downloaded a mod that basically Kelly will give you your fish back regardless. Um, I downloaded a mod that removes the scanning, and I will explain what that means when we get to it. I um, like the security scanner. So, um, I downloaded a mod that changes how the galaxy map works, and I guess I will explain that. I kind of wish I could show you because it is terrifying what actually happens in the original game, but there's no easy way for me to turn this mod on and off. This is one that I actually did and tweaked things myself. I also did download a hair mod, so there was that. um, and I downloaded a retexture mod of the dress that sucks. Um, so it sucks less. So there's that. Oh god, that reminds me. Hold on, one more thing. I gotta check and see if there is another mod for this because if there is, then I need to hurry up and download it. Um, excuse me. Excuse me. Did I just find a new mod that's perfect for what I need? Okay, so that's not a thing yet. Oh hi. Oh hello. Ooh. I just found a new mod that was just released today that gives me a certain Ashley armor, which while it is not exactly what I want, it is a very viable option that I am about to download and install because it's really easy to do that. Um, just but tweaks. I don't remember which mod which mod manager does what. There's like two mod managers that I'm running right now, and it's a lot because one of the things that I did. Um, so let me go ahead and post this in the shop. So that just came out today. I literally just saw this. I was trying to find a mod to reduce the visibility of certain body parts on certain characters in Mass Effect 3 that are given way too much detail and time. Um, that. Those who have played the trilogy know what I'm talking about. um, this in here, import mods. We're going to apply mod. So is that is that which one is this? Come on, work with me here. Okay, yes. 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 I think this will work. Um, okay. So that should be done. And I'll just start the game from here so I don't have to deal with all the extra BS. Um, yeah, ME3 tweaks does stuff like coalesce edits and mesh stuff. MEM does do textures, but I think ME3 tweaks also does textures. Like I have all of my mods in ME3 tweaks except for one that is a texture replacer, and that's through MEM. It's very frustrating that that's the only one that does that. So we should be good to go. Should be good to go. We're all ready. Let's get started. Let's hope this works. Come on. Well, the game hasn't started yet. Hold on. We're skipping through all the extra bonus stuff at the beginning. Come on. Come on. Okay. Oop. Oop. All right, you're seeing things. I can't get into the damn game, though, apparently. Will you focus? My computer's being dumb. What the fuck? It keeps booting me out of the game. What's going on? I don't understand. Like, it keeps pulling focus away from the game and putting me back to desktop. The game is still running, but it won't let me play it. What's going on? I don't understand. Ah, son of a bitch. Of course, nothing can run easily on this fucking computer. I swear to God, I hate the damn launcher thing. Give me a second. What are you here for? What are you here for? I swear, if this doesn't work like regularly, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, it's absolutely mad at me for being away for a week. Trying to leave it on for the whole week just in sleep mode. And because I came back and it was off, it just turned itself off. And I'm like, you fucker. You really did that. I had a bunch of tabs saved, damn it. Okay, so you're gonna like actually start the damn game now, right? The time. All this time. Now I can just. What the fuck? It's doing it again. It will not stay focused on Mass Effect 3. It will not. What is going on? I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what this is. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Why can't I play? It's working perfectly here. It's something about. Are you kidding me? I can't with you right now. You dumb thing. Okay. It won't stay here. It's not about no, it's not about capturing desktop. That's not the problem. I can't even get into the game. Like the game is running. I see the application in my thing. Like, but I click on it. It goes dark, like it's gonna open up the full screen for a few seconds, and then boots me back to where I am right now, staring at OBS. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna try minimizing everything. I hate this. Why are you doing this? I don't understand. I don't even know what to call this. I can't even search it. Oh my god, this is so annoying. It literally. It's not even crashing. That's the problem, though. Nothing's wrong. I don't understand. What's going on? I literally can't even play the game right now. This is totally new to me. I have no idea what's going on. Nope, that's not it. I don't even know what to. I really don't even know what to look at. What's going on? How do I do? I might have to restart my computer and we'll see whether that works. I'm gonna try something a little weird. I'm gonna stop the stream and then I'm gonna try to launch it and see what happens. See if maybe that's something. So I apologize, but we're gonna stop the stream and I'm gonna be right back. Hopefully. You going? Where's chat? There's chat. Okay. All right. Sound off. Who's still here? I think it's fixed. I just restarted my computer and it seems to be fine. However, in doing so, I realized that I actually have an assignment that I have to submit like right now. Not right now, but like if I don't do it now, I will forget it. So give me a moment while I do that. In theory, though, our issue is pretty fixed. Um, so there is that at least. Small things. um, just need to remove some junk out of this paper and delete it all. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. As long as everything looks good. All right, I have to download this as a PDF. Principles of management. I know this is really thrilling to watch. Topic 1, topic 2. Do I have to do anything to this? Nope, forum. Ba-dum. What were we given again? Shoot. Here we are. We were given the supermarket. That's right. Okay. Files. And it should be right at the top there. I don't remember everybody's names. I'm just going to copy paste this. Whoops. I'm going to copy and paste this with no formatting. submit, and we should be good. Yes? Make sure everything looks good. Everything looks good. Close, close, close. That's really cool, Ragnarok. That is really super cool. Hello, McGravin. You did randomly join at just the right time to see this after all of the random crazy BS that I've had to go through to get this thing working. It's already almost 10 o'clock and I'm not even playing the damn game yet. If I click on this, does it show up? I'm sure you can hear the ethereal noises of Mass Effect 3. Yes, it does show up, but it's a little big, isn't it? Let me see if I can fix that. If I change this actually to full screen application or auto, that's what I wanted. Yeah, if I change that to auto and then go into it, are we working again? Hey, there we go. Okay, so finally, without further ado, we are going to hit the resume game button, which sounds bad, but there's reasoning behind it, which I can explain. It has to do with hair that I want. So I'm going to hit the button and we're going to start the game. It really is going to just start the game. So here we go. I hope. Yes. Okay. Opening cutscene, and this whole thing, tonight's stream is basically just going to be the intro. I hate to tell you that. We are not getting far in this game tonight. Mass Effect 3 has a notoriously long ramp up.
How bad is it?
Bad. We just lost contact with 2 of our deep space outposts. There's something.
You all can hear this, right?
Long-range scanners.
Is this what Shepard warned us about?
I'd stake my life on it.
How long do we have?
Pick up.
Not long. I sent word. The fleet's immobilizing.
God help us all.
Interesting, the phrase "God help us all," considering, the breakdown of religion in this universe. That's okay. It might have just stuck around as a phrase. I mean, Ashley does kind of prove that there is still Christianity in this universe, but she also kind of proves that it's a very small minority at this point. I haven't played Mass Effect Andromeda. Ooh, look at her hair. Oh, it's so gorgeous.
Commander.
Or look, we have a new
himbo.
himbo.
Not anymore, James.
Not supposed to salute you either. We gotta go. The Defense Committee wants to see you.
Sounds important.
Let me keep my hand on my mouse because this could be...
What's going on?
Couldn't say. Just told me they needed you. Now.
Oh, trust me, this himbo is more himbo than Caden was.
Admiral?
You look good, Shepard. Maybe a little soft around the edges. How are you holding up?
Excuse me.
Being relieved from duty.
It's not so bad once you get used to the hot food and soft beds.
We'll get it sorted out.
What's going on? Why is everyone in such a hurry?
Admiral Hackett's mobilizing the fleets. I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
The Reapers?
We don't know. Not for certain.
What else could it be?
If I knew that.
You know we're not ready if it is them, not by a long shot.
Tell that to the Defense Committee.
Unless we're planning to talk the Reapers to death, the committee is a waste of time.
They're just scared. None of them have seen what you've seen. You faced down a Reaper. Hell, you spoke to one, then blew the damn thing up. You've seen how they harvest us, what they plan to do to us. You know more about this enemy than anyone.
That way they grounded me, took away my ship.
You know that's not true. When you blew up the Batarian relay, hundreds of thousands of Batarians died.
It was that or let the Reapers walk through our back door.
I know that, Shepard. And so does the committee. it wasn't for that, you'd have been court-martialed and left to rot in the brig.
That and your good word.
Yeah, I trust you, Shepard. And so does the committee.
I'm just a soldier, Anderson. I'm no politician.
I don't need you to be either. I just need you to do whatever the hell it takes to help us stop the Reapers.
Also, I just realized something's wrong with the textures on Shepard. She looks dirty and bloody already.
Good luck in there, Shepard.
Weird.
Anderson?
Oh, hey, Ash. What's up?
Shepard.
Ashley?
Lieutenant Commander?
Someone got a glow up.
I can never tell with him. I'm just waiting for orders now.
Lieutenant Commander?
You hadn't heard?
No. I'm a bit out of the loop these
Pay
days.
attention to the edges of the
Sorry, ma'am. Didn't mean to
sleeves
keep you out of the
on
loop.
Shepard's uniform. Like, the sleeves especially are where I'm noticing it.
I'm sure you had your reasons.
Yeah, I guess I did. Still, good to see you.
Admiral,
Come on.
Like, this looks like the version that we're gonna see, that we should see in a little bit.
You know the commander?
I used to.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's because of all the texture mods that I threw at it. Hopefully nothing weird happens later. Like, if that's it, then I'm fine. But if it's, like, really weird texture stuff, I'm gonna have messed it up. Subtitles!
What's the situation?
Sorry.
We were hoping you would tell
I
us.
don't know that I can do anything until the gameplay starts. If I hit escape, it might...
Unlike anything we've seen.
I'll just shut up.
Whole colonies have gone dark. We've lost contact with everything beyond the Soul Relay.
Whatever this is, it's incomprehensibly powerful.
You brought me here to confirm what you already know. The Reapers are here.
Then, how do we stop them?
Stop them. This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. The Reapers are more advanced than we are, more powerful, more intelligent. They don't fear us. And they'll never take pity on us.
But there must be some way.
If we're gonna have any chance at surviving this, we have to stand together.
That's it? That's our plan?
Admiral, we've lost contact with Luna Base.
The moon? It couldn't be that close already.
How'd they get past our defenses?
Sir, UK headquarters has a visual.
Why haven't we heard from Admiral Hackett?
What do we do?
The only thing we can. We fight or we die.
We should get to the Normandy. Shepard! Come on, get up. Here, take this. We've got to get moving. This is Admiral Anderson. Report in, anyone. Lieutenant Commander Williams, is that you? What's your status? I can't raise the Normandy. You'll have to contact me. We'll meet you at the landing zone. Anderson up. They're massive.
Okay, now I can actually turn on subtitles. I'm like trying to hold my tongue. Don't say anything. Don't do it. Where is that? It's one of the ones where they put it in a weird place. So hold on a moment. Resolution 1440. Excuse me. No. I have a 4K monitor for a freaking reason. It's like nothing changed. I was gonna say, yeah, no. It's more like, it's like sneaking up in the same way that a plow sneaks up on a car and just goes through them. Or like a bulldozer sneaks up on a building. They just kind of go through. There you are, subtitles. There we go. Okay. Okay, I think we are good. Ah, now the display's settings have changed. There we go. That's what I wanted. This 1440p BS. Come on. I can play this game at 4K. I can play this game at 4K. Right? I gotta make use out of this monitor somehow. And if that's gonna be playing Nancy Drew at 4K to stream it, yeah, of course it is. And yes, no, that is a running joke with me and my that is a running joke with me and my roommates, that I have this very expensive computer that plays Nancy Drew at 4K. You know, that's what my graphics card is really for.
Come on, Shepard. Ash is headed to the Normandy. They'll pick us up if we can get to the spaceport. Let's move. Look out! How do you stop something so powerful? Take a running jump. It's farther than it looks.
Unfortunately, we're Canadians, and so we can't do the American approach, which is find a bigger gun. How do you stop something so powerful? You get a bigger gun. Seriously, though, why can't the President of the United States, or whatever is left of it at this point, get on the phone and just be like, alright, so we have this thing in Area 51 that might just help.
Looks clear, let's go. Lieutenant Commander, you read me? I'm patching in Shepard.
We're almost to the Normandy. I've got Lieutenant Vega with me.
This is Vancouver, I believe.
Take him out! Shoot him! Come on, we gotta move! Have to take these things out the old-fashioned way.
By the old-fashioned way, he means with a punch. Here we go, watch this. Boop. Boop.
Don't let him grab you!
We're almost time to try the big bomb, though. The big bomb.
Gotta find a way out of here. Watch it!
Damn it. There we go.
Through this way.
Yep.
Hey! It's okay.
Everyone's dying.
Come here. I need to get you someplace safe. Take my hand.
You can't help me.
Shepard! In here.
Well. Something Shepard's mental state. Hallucinations.
Goddamn mess. Every minute these machines are here, thousands of innocent people die. I won't be responsible.
It's hard enough fighting a war, but it's worse knowing no matter how hard you try, you can't save them all.
Exactly. It's so fast. I thought we'd have more time.
We knew they were coming.
And they still just cut through our defenses. We need to go to the Citadel. Talk to the Council.
The Citadel? The fight's here.
It'll be everywhere soon enough. You said it yourself. The Reapers will destroy everything if we don't stop them. The Council has to help us.
You sure about that?
No, but you're a Council Spectre. That has to count for something. Gotcha!
You are a Council Spectre.
Thanks.
Finally, someone's talking about it in the right fucking tense.
More than one.
More than one.
Grab some ammo. Reload. Let's keep moving.
So pushy.
Lieutenant Commander Williams, we're in fight.
Oh, hey. It's a big friend.
3 minutes.
We've made it to the Normandy, taking heavy fire.
Yeah, not anymore he isn't.
Invasive maneuvers.
Oh, you want to see something kind of cool and terrifying?
Damn it, they're in trouble.
Here we go. See that big ship? The really big boat? Yeah. That one. Basically, Anderson, while he is a nice person, is not a very good politician, and so he didn't win re-election.
Do you copy? Normandy, come in. Friendlies.
Instead, the counselor is everyone's favorite human politician.
Keep your head down. Nice shot. Finish them off.
Damn it.
Shepard, over here. What happened here?
Our gunship was shot down. We barely made it.
You have a radio? We're trying to contact our ship.
No. There's one in the gunship, but it's gonna be crawling with those things.
Stay here, son. We'll get you out of here. Come on. Let's get to that gunship.
Okay.
What the hell are those things?
does that feel? Good? Good? We ready? Alright. This is the radio. It looks like like a piece of 90s tech, doesn't it? Like,
Admiral, what's your location?
By a downed gunship in the harbor. I'm activating its distress beacon. Send support. We've got wounded down here. Lieutenant! Damn it! Lost the signal.
It's a giant Nokia. It probably actually is one.
Got company.
I mean, it survived a crash like that. Perfectly functional and intact.
Hope they get there soon.
You and me both!
Use these powers. Conserve ammo as much as possible here. Prothean Nokia. Recharge time on this right now is insane. Why? Say, are there more? Like, oop. I think that was supposed to land. It just bounced though. It's saying good, I think? I mean, I'm just firing them off. I'm not even using bullets at this point, so... I don't know. It's like a walk in the park. What's going on? Yeah, get up. There we go. That's fair. It's because of the weight. Which is a new mechanic in ME3, which I'm almost certainly going to hate.
About time!
Let's go! Welcome back, Shepard.
Mr. Passer.
Shepard!
Come on!
Imagine just sliding across the hood of the Normandy.
You saw those men back there. There's a million more like them, and they need a leader.
We're in this fight together, Anderson.
It's a fight we can't win. Not without help. We need every species, and all their ships, to even have a chance at defeating the Reapers. Talk to the Council. Convince them to help us.
What if they won't listen?
Then make them listen. Now go! That's an order!
I don't take orders from you anymore, remember?
Consider yourself reinstated. Commander.
Aha, see, you did the thing.
You know what you have to do.
I'll be back for you, and I'll bring every fleet I can. Good luck.
You too, Shepard.
Clutching my pearls. And may or may not have died, not sure. So, who now listening to this music that's happening right now and the womp noise and everything like that, who thinks that the composer probably watched Inception before composing this stuff? Because it sounds literally like the Inception soundtrack by Hans Zimmer. It's straight up. Difficulty being, it kind of doesn't have the same,
Where are we going?
impact.
Hey.
We're leaving.
Leaving?
What's going on?
Anderson wants us to go to the Citadel, get help for the fight.
Bullshit, he wouldn't order us to leave.
We don't have a choice. Without help, this war's already over.
Forget it. Drop me off someplace.
Enough! Don't you think I'd rather stay and fight? We're going to the Citadel. You want out? You can catch a ride back from there.
Calm your pecs.
Commander!
Joker? That you?
Alive and kicking. Got an emergency.
Probably not actually kicking, but
Patch it through.
Shepard.
It's the repetitive piano ethereal music that I'm annoyed by.
The force was overwhelming. There's no way we can defeat them conventionally.
Anderson's already ordered me to the Citadel to talk to the Council.
First, I need you to lance outposts on Mars. We lose control of the system.
Yes, sir.
We've been researching the Frothian archives with Dr. Tassoni. We found a way to stop the Reapers.
Krogan in human form. Oh, it's so true, though.
Contact soon. Hack it out.
Probably does have a quad, let's
Set
be
a course
honest.
for the Mars archives.
Mars? Roger that.
This is local.
Why Mars? What does he think we'll find there?
I don't know. Yet. But if it helps us win this war. Grab your gear.
Putting on the... We're putting on the armor for the first and the last time in this game. Because as soon as I can, I am going to be changing these clothes. Also, who likes the new paint job? Weirdly enough, I actually prefer the Cerberus colors. And is definitely only the second sexiest character that Freddie Prinze Jr. has actually voiced for BioWare. Because, yeah, Iron Bull. Am I right, though? Who also has very large pecs.
I've been trying to reach Mars on secure channels. No one's answering.
Any sign of Reaper activity?
Negative.
I just thought the Cerberus colors looked a lot sleeker.
It's possible the inhabitants were evacuated.
This looks more like a Prius to me.
Be ready, Joker.
And not necessarily in, like... It looks futuristic. It looks like a Prius, but, like... Not necessarily in the good way. I mean, yeah, Iron Bull is proportional because while his pecs are huge, he is also huge. But considering he literally has them called at one point pillowy man bosoms, I find it funny that Vega doesn't get the same treatment here.
Still no contact with the base, but we've got a massive storm headed our way.
How long till it hits?
Half hour tops. After that, we're gonna have difficulty keeping up comms with the Normandy.
Understood.
What's it called? There's an Easter egg here that I remember seeing on DigiShell's stream that I want to try. Gotta be a guide for it somewhere. Okay, yeah. Let me see. Level up to level 31. Holy shit. What? Okay. Okay. We'll deal with that in a minute. Let's do this first. Hold on. So we have to go through this in a particular way.
Damn, that's a huge storm. Looks a lot bigger in person.
Come on, Lieutenant. It's not that bad.
Doesn't mean it can't kill us.
I'm more worried about the war back on Earth, or the fact that nobody here is reporting in.
Fair enough.
And then here. Oh, hey, look! There it is! There's the friend! The friend is coming! Oh my god, little bobbing head! Oh, it's adorable! Hello, friend! Hi! Oh, this is cute. Oh my god. Okay. 25 fucking points. Holy shit. Alright. Okay, yeah. So it got me all the way to... Huh. It auto-leveled me up in certain places here, didn't it? According to the developer that actually put that in there too, that wasn't discovered until they released the Legendary Edition. Like, no one had actually done it. I think what works here. I do kind of miss the multiplayer too. Doesn't that suck? Alright, what do I upgrade here? What do I upgrade? Think. Upgrade that. Read that. And then dump some into this. I mean, so it was annoying because of the time part of it. So when they first implemented multiplayer, it was kind of a required part in order to get the best possible ending. And there was a time component that was involved in it as well. That kind of sucked. Alright, I have exactly 5 left. This is probably the most useful thing. What? Where did the... Oh. Never mind. Okay, yep, that's as far as we get. Okay. I think they honestly, if they did, they honestly would get people playing it again. Absolutely. Okay, I think... Also, I hate that I have no credits. Hold on. Is there not one? No. Huh. Ooh, that's mean. Oh, that's mean. He's kind of dumb, but in like
what's that?
A nice way,
Sergeant
right?
Reeves. Doesn't look like you put up a fight.
Something's not right here.
Keep a low profile till we know what's going on.
Roger that.
Low profile. Do I have any other guns than this? Yes, I have the Mantis here. Look, it's friends.
Holy
Cerberus.
Shit. They're executing them.
Yay. Love these guys. Here we go.
They know we're here now.
Yes, they do. Who's next, baby? Did you just throw a fucking grenade at me, you dickbag?
Those guys were Cerberus, weren't they?
Sure look like it. What's Cerberus doing here on Mars? Good question. You don't know? I'm not with them anymore, Ash, if that's what you're asking. It wasn't. but you have to admit, it's a bit convenient.
Are you going conspiracy theorist on me here? I don't appreciate this. Sweetie honey, this ain't security.
Doesn't look like they came here in force.
Yeah, just a few vehicles. Kinda suggests they had help. From the inside. Seems likely. You'd need a lot more men and firepower to take this place otherwise.
Gonna have a fun conversation? The answer to that question is yes.
Straight answer, Shepard.
Here we go.
About what? Do you know anything about this? What is Cerberus doing here? What makes you think I know what they're up to? You worked for them. How am I supposed to believe you've cut all ties? We joined forces to take down the Collectors. That's it. They rebuilt you from scratch. They gave your ship, resources. Let me be clear. I've had no contact with Cerberus since I destroyed the Collector base. And I have no idea why they're here now or what they want.
Commander Shepard's been under constant surveillance since coming back to Earth. No way they've communicated since.
Sorry, Shepard. I just...
Let down that hair, sweetie.
I shouldn't have to explain myself to you, Ash.
That look. That look was so mean. It was like, you fucking traitor.
Please trust me.
I do. It's just that...
Oh, trust me, she remembers she has biotics. Like that. Trust me, she remembers. Old.
Easy there, Lieutenant. She's with us.
Shepard, thank the goddess you're alive.
Liara.
I was worried when the reports came in. They hit Earth hard.
Yeah. There is a hug here if you romanced her.
Difficult to leave. Ashley, I'm sorry. But why'd you come here?
Hackett ordered us to come. Said you know what was going on.
I do.
Hallelujah. Some answers, finally.
Maybe. I've discovered plans for a Prothean device. One that could wipe out the Reapers.
Here? On Mars?
In the Prothean archives, yes.
We've known about the archives for decades. Why now?
Process of elimination.
No on Pluto.
Desperation. When you destroyed the Alpha Relay, you bought us some time. But then you were under investigation. I knew I had to do something. Hackett knew it too. He contacted me, asking if I would use my resources as a shadow broker to find a way to stop the Reapers. My search led me here. Hackett got me access to the archives and kept me updated on your status. I meant to come see you, but...
I was under house arrest. There wasn't much I could do to help you anyway.
I suppose you're right. In any case, my work paid off. The archives are full of data in overwhelming amount. I think I found what we need.
Shakarian? Shakarian?
I guess I'll believe it when I see it. Where do we find this weapon?
It's not a weapon, not yet. It's plans for a device, a blueprint.
I just like the fact that it's really close to Shakira.
How do we get it?
The archives are just across that tramway. Assuming Cerberus hasn't locked it down.
What are they after?
Yeah, they seem hell-bent on catching you.
They want what I'm here for. What we're all here for.
But why?
The Protheans came close to defeating the Reapers, They had plans to destroy them, but ran out of time.
And anything powerful enough to destroy the Reapers.
Just might be something Cerberus would be interested in.
So it's a race to the archives.
Quite literally.
We got company.
Bring it on.
Not this time, James.
What?
Get back to the shuttle. If Cerberus beats us to the archives, I need you covering the exits.
But...
Now, Lieutenant.
That's a goddamn order. Go.
They're getting closer. We should take cover.
There she is.
Looks like they found us.
Did you just call Liara that a sorry bitch? Excuse you.
Look for someone with biotics. You can't hide forever.
You gonna come out, sweetie?
You're going to need more than guns to finish. They've sabotaged the elevator.
Look for another way up.
Oh, do I have to... Right. Dumb way to remind you. Hey, make sure you do your thing. Oops. My mistake.
All of
There we go.
Good. Let's find a way up.
Oh, you alright, Shepard?
This is a secure station. How did Cerberus get in?
Not sure. One minute we were getting reports of the Reaper invasion. The next, there was chaos. Didn't even realize it was Cerberus at first.
Could they be working with the Reapers?
Doubtful, but I suppose anything's possible.
Shepard, take cover.
Fucking dead. Oh, hey, there's a guy, like, right on top of me. How about we not do that? How about we just not? Sucks to suck. Yeah, you want to pause? Yeah, thank you. How does it feel to be ripped apart at the molecular level? How does that feel? Oh yeah, no. I'm a powerful bitch with powerful friends. It's what I love.
We'll need access to the pedway. Controls should be nearby.
Interesting. Doesn't really offer anything, but interesting.
Damn it. Security's been tampered with.
Now we can change the loadout. How about that? Predator, empty. And then I have the shuriken, which I don't really care for. I need the assault rifle. Oh, I'll do it anyway. What the hell? Why not?
That's odd. Shepard, see if you can gain access to the pedway.
So is Ashley just like covering us with a sniper rifle?
Hey, did you see that? Who's that woman in the vid?
That's Dr. Ivakore. She got here about a week ago. Any luck?
Just hand doctorates out to anybody
Pedway's
these
been
days.
locked out.
All right, looks like there's construction nearby. We can get out on the roof. We can find a way around from there.
Great. Let's move.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Yeah, isn't it kind of suspicious to have somebody who's brand new just a week before? Isn't it?
What the hell? Looks like the Alliance is still putting up a fight. That tram heads to the archives. Once Cerberus is across, they're at the final security checkpoint. And that's where we're headed.
Commander, you read me?
Barely. Storm's causing interference.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've lost contact with the Normandy. What's your position?
I didn't read that, James. Repeat. This airlock shouldn't be open. Doesn't look like it was forced. No, you have to override security protocols. Someone vented the air from this room while they were still here. Looks like they died trying to claw their way out. This is brutal, even by Cerberus standards.
Yeah. Sneaking around in files, showing up just a week ago. I don't know. I'm kind of suspicious.
What's our order? There's an Alliance force in here somewhere. We need to keep them away from the core.
Boop. Boop. Who's next? Someone's still there. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah? Yeah? Happy now? Okay, we're happy. The boops are indeed back. Oh, I'm so ready to put together my Ascended Garrus. Just make him an absolute beast. I'm gonna have to like quickly look up exactly how you do that again. Like what upgrades to get him. Just because I love that video enough to be like, you know, let me just make it easy on myself.
There we go. We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
Hey, looks like there's a recording of what happened here.
Security station. Come in. We're seeing some odd activity down here. Our security protocols just kicked in. Everything's locked down. Doctor, I'll get you a report as soon as...
Well, curse your inevitable sudden betrayal.
Guess we know how Cerberus got in.
I should have realized it when I met her. I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
Stopping the Reapers is the only thing we should be focused on. It's not your fault.
But what if we're wrong? What if there's no way to stop them? What if these are our last days and we spend them scurrying around trying to solve a problem we can't fix?
Come on, Liara.
I know. I shouldn't think that way. I don't know how you do it. You've always stayed focused even in the worst situations.
When there's so much at stake, I just think about what I'd lose if I fail.
That's a terrible burden.
We'll stop them, Liara. Together.
Thanks, I want to believe you. Okay.
Weird when you are a therapist to a being that lives like 100 times longer than you. 10 times whatever. I got plenty of upgrades for whenever I get the SMG that I actually want. Jesus Christ, that's dark. Yikes. How did that feel? Alright. These assholes don't want to play nice, that's fine. We have biotics. That's true, I should have mail slotted them. That would have been more fun. There we are. Shooting gallery time, yeah? Damn it, I missed. Mail slot 1 out of 10. Yeah. Let's keep going. Boop. Mass Effect 3 is booping. Oh, they're fun. Oh, they're fun. One shot, one kill. I don't know any of her other lines, though. Someone with shields. I'm sorry, what were those? You said you had what on? Shields? Cute. How adorable. How are those shields working for you? Just wanted to know. How's it going?
What's that smell?
They just activated the decontamination protocols.
With the staff still inside.
Yeah, that's fucking dark as shit.
This is where they studied the various relics unearthed here.
What did they find?
More than I could describe in a short conversation. And they'd only scratched the surface. There are vaults filled with Prothean data troves that have never been studied.
Okay. Ooh. Don't touch the barriers. Those are not fun. You don't want to touch them, sweetie. Oh, but I didn't. I stopped it too early. Everybody back out. Ashley. Ashley? You just walked right through the sterilizer thingy. Now where's Liara?
Will do.
Did Liara die?
As you wish.
Oh, okay, there she is. Okay. Okay, now we're good.
Right. I will. That's the tram line. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can override it at the security station. It's just through here. As you wish.
There we go. Okay. Just needed them to like snap back into place and like show up again, maybe. Let's see, anything fun and new and special? No. Let's check out. Liara has her thing. Okay, sure. Ashley has her things. Sure. I'm good with all this. With all this. Ah, yes.
No kidding! Is that the only way in?
It's the only way I know of.
We'll skirt around it. Stay out of its sights.
I'll move up first. Don't let it target you!
This is gonna be fun.
Get me out of here.
Get you out of here? Get me out of here, too. Jesus, what do you think this is?
Damn it. Damn it.
Damn it.
The turret can't fire on us from here.
And there. That was easy, right? Secondary base. Okay. Yep, we good. Okay, let's do this. Press the button.
Set up a perimeter. No one else comes across.
We still have teams on the other side.
No one can shut down those cameras.
Looks like they've made it to the archives.
And it looks like they won't be sitting a tram anytime soon.
Can you override it?
The archives are on a separate network. We're completely locked out.
Not completely. What if we could find a short-range transmitter, helmet to helmet?
And?
And then we convince them that we're with them. And the Alliance forces have been taken care of.
Good idea. See what you can find.
Alright. Clever. Clever.
What?
The Lieutenant Commander has become very capable.
Agreed.
Commander, I found something.
I felt like there was more you wanted to say about that,
What have
Liara.
you got?
He's got a transmitter in his helmet. If I can... Oh,
Oh, shit!
he looks like a husk.
Yeah, not quite. They've definitely done something to him.
Okay.
Engineered by Cerberus. They claim to stand for humanity, and they do this to their own people. That could have been you, Shepard. For all I knew, that's what Cerberus had done to you.
How can you compare me to that thing?
I don't know what you are. Not since they got their hands on you.
Here we go.
Is it really you? Would you even know if they were controlling you somehow?
That's not fair, Ash.
I'm just talking out loud. I don't need you to answer. I doubt there's anything you could say to convince me. I guess I just need some time to get to know you again.
I'm the same person I always was. Time won't change that. But if that's what you need, I understand.
Thanks. For understanding.
You bet. Let's see if we can get that tram sent over here.
The armor designs are much better,
this is Delta
but
Team.
the clothing designs. Oh.
Never mind, what's your status?
We're at the tram station, waiting for extraction. All hostiles terminated.
Roger that. Echo Team will ride over and secure the station.
Think they bought it?
They didn't, they'll figure it out soon
They
enough.
did a lot of people
We should
really
get in
dirty.
position.
Some of the
Flank them
clothes.
when they get off the tram.
Good thinking, Elsie.
On it.
Understood. I'm on it.
Here they come.
Come on. Light everybody up on fire. Oh, I missed. You can't hide in the corner. That's illegal. Mail slot. Oh, it's only 3 out of 10 though. This is going to go perfectly, right?
This up quickly. The archives are right on the other side. That and a squad of pissed off servers.
Oh yeah. Womp womp womp. Just ruin them before they even get here. It's wonderful.
They put up a good fight.
They tried.
Confirms my assertions about the value of the data stored here.
They tried. They put up a good fight. They tried. I just want the Kasumi dress so badly. You tried, sweetie. Oh, fun. Oh, he's behind a glass thing. You dickbag. There we go. That's better. Can't see anything in the middle of the fog. Rip. Ugh. Tiny things. Will you fucking... How did that not kill you? I don't understand. There we go. Better. There we go. I don't appreciate your introduction of the grenade. I feel better now. There we go. Oh, oops. Yeah, I'm fine keeping the thing there. Why can't I can't mod things here. Yeah, that's right. I need a modding bench. They haven't given another one of those to me yet. At a certain point, I will get rid of the Avenger, but for right now, it has to stand in for my favorite gun. I'm gonna become like a 3-gun woman by the end of this. It's literally gonna be pistol, machine pistol, sniper rifle. That's all I'm gonna need. I know what 3 guns I'm gonna want, too. Oh, hey, Mr. President.
Shepard.
Elusive man.
No, why are you still pointing that gun?
They left all this for us to discover, but we squandered it. The Alliance has known about the archives for more than 30 years. And what have they done with it?
What do you want?
What I've always wanted. The data in these artifacts holds the key to solving the Reaper threat.
I've seen your solution. Your people are turned into monsters.
Hardly. They're being improved.
Improved?
That's what separates us, Shepard. Where you see a means to destroy, I see a way to control, to dominate and harness the Reaper's power. Imagine how strong humanity would be if we controlled them.
Earth is under siege and you're hatching a scheme to control the Reapers?
You've always been short-sighted, hasty. Your destruction of the Collector base proved that.
That base was an abomination. Hundreds of thousands of humans were murdered there.
This isn't your fight any longer, Shepard. You can't defeat the Reapers, even with the Prothean data.
Work with me. Give me control of your resources and I'll stop them.
You'd do better than most, but the odds aren't in your favor. More importantly, I don't want the Reapers destroyed. We can dominate them, use their power, harness their very essence to bring humanity to the apex of evolution.
You've gone too far. The Reapers will kill us all if we don't stop fighting each other.
I don't expect you to understand, Shepard, and I'm certainly not looking for your approval.
You were a tool, an agent with a singular purpose, and despite our differences, you were relatively successful.
Oh, it's the emo anime boy.
But like the rest of the relics in this place, your time is over.
Enough talk. Liara?
Don't interfere with my plans, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Duly noted.
Shepard.
What?
The data, it's not here. It's being erased.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Damn it! How's he doing it?
It's local. Someone's uploading the information.
console. Now!
Oh shit! Here we go.
She's got the data! She's faster than she looks. Stay
It's alright.
We can't lose her!
Somehow I'm a superhuman target. I mean, I don't understand. Ah, fuck it. Come on. Fucking shit. Alright, well, you know what? Maybe that's fine.
There she is! Stay on her! She's getting away.
I mean, it's kind of impossible to fuck this up, so...
Watch out! Over there!
Ouch.
Down there! James, you read me? Cerberus has the data! Radio the Normandy! Get them down here now!
Come on.
She's getting away! Damn it! James! Normandy! Anybody!
I got this one!
This is a very Boston way of solving a problem. His shuttle is like not even touched. It's like, Jesus Christ. He is not a good pilot.
Normandy's en route. They'll be here soon.
Oh, I guess it is kind of busted now, isn't it?
We need the data.
Excuse me, what? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Let her go.
Orders?
Finish her.
Woo! Spicy.
Grab that thing. Bring it with us.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit.
Ashley needs medical attention. We have to leave the Sol system.
I know.
The Citadel is our best chance. We can find help there.
Get us to the Citadel, Joker.
Roger that.
Hold on, Ash. See what you and Edie can learn from that thing.
See, because if you're romancing Caden, this is Caden here, and if you're romancing him, this is like extra poignant.
I'll forward it to the comm room.
And that's kind of why I wanted to romance him, but like Garrus is the best, so.
Commander.
Edie, can you clear this up? I'll do my best.
Did you get to the archives?
I was there. So was the elusive man.
I was worried Cerberus might try something. Did you get the data?
Most of it. He downloaded some before I could stop him. Edie and Liara are analyzing what we recovered.
What have you learned? Was it worth the effort?
Preliminary evidence suggests the data is a blueprint for a Prothean device.
Device?
A weapon, massive in size and scope, that's capable of unquantifiable levels of destruction.
Send me the data. We'll do our own analysis. If Liara's instincts are right, this might be the key to stopping the Reapers.
I hope so. Lieutenant Commander Williams was critically wounded. We're taking her to the Citadel.
Sorry to hear that, Shepard. But we both know this is just the beginning. Talk to the Council, show them what you found. With luck, they'll give you all the support we need.
And if they don't?
Do whatever it takes to get them on board. I'll be in touch soon. Hack it out.
Okay. Phew.
Commander. Edie is extracting data from the Cerberus machine. We'll have details to present to the Council by the time we reach the Citadel.
And Lieutenant Commander Williams?
I've done what I can for her. She needs proper medical attention soon. The Admiral's right. It's going to get worse, isn't it?
Unless we stop the Reapers, yeah.
I've looked at the data. This weapon could be the answer if we can build it. I get the sense you don't quite believe it, though.
You didn't see what they did to Earth. How is one weapon supposed to stop them?
What are our options? You know we can't win this conventionally. Commander? Isn't it worth trying at least?
I'm gonna check on Ashley and James. Make sure we're ready to present our findings to the Council.
I'm sure the Council will see the need to help.
It'll be a hell of a short war if they don't.
I'm so resigned to everything here. Yikes.
Barely got a pulse here.
Move him out.
Where are you taking her?
Where to Memorial. Best care in the Citadel.
We're not going with?
We need to see the Council.
Right.
And it looks like it's our friend.
They might be coming to see you.
Commander Shepard, got word you were arriving.
Captain Bailey, good to see you again.
You too. Though it's Commander now.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Now half my job is dealing with political bullshit and escorting dignitaries around. No offense.
None taken. So you're here to bring us to the Council?
I'm here to tell you the Council is expecting you, but they are dealing with their own problems with the war and everything.
Are you hitting on me?
They apologize for the inconvenience and blah, 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 blah. Meet them here at Udina's office. They'll be ready soon enough.
All right.
You might have time to go by the medical center if you want to check on progress over there.
Thanks. I might do that.
You go on ahead. I'll head up to Udina's office.
One of my men can show you the way.
You? I'm just a tourist today. I'll try not to get in any trouble.
Commander, we've got a situation in the embassy quarters. We could use your help.
Yeah, everybody's favorite shit-faced human politician.
The other half of my job. I'll see you around, Shepard.
No doubt.
But you're on the Normandy, right? I saw it dock. It was last seen on Earth. Did Commander Shepard escape? She did, didn't she? Why would she be here unless she's doing something?
We'll talk to her later.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
We finally fixed the walk cycle and it looks like more of a regular human being instead of someone who's got massive balls between their legs. Is that...
Shepard, there you are.
It's my two favorite medical doctors.
You're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with the Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Ashley took the worst of it. How is she doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Lieutenant Commander Williams' resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
It's been 6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do.
2 for 1 special. I mean, they had they had like a several billion for 1 special for this particular hairstyle.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors.
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word and I'm with you.
Fuck yeah.
The Normandy wouldn't be the same
We're gonna
without
break
you.
out the brandy.
Get your things. Docking Bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker's still aboard.
And I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
Hell yeah. Talk to Dr. Michelle in a minute.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
Okay. So, stuff.
Welcome to Serta.
Thank you for coming to Serta. How can we help you?
I have credits now?
Non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in a Presidium clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
How is Ashley doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but her vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see her if you like. She's just down the hall.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces. Recent intel suggests that the entire Batarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force.
Okay. Just wanted to check something.
Indicate that Earth has fallen to the same.
Well, let's do some shopping first.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research.
CERTA is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
There, we'll do some little shopping.
Appears to be the same that attacked those planets.
Patient stable for now.
Okay, you just walk into pretty much everywhere.
Still the best course of action. I'll see if we have to be quiet.
How's that guy on the floor? Is he okay? Someone want to help this man? Like a bed, maybe? Saying.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Metagel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But I don't understand. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
This is real. This is a very real moment right here. Yeah, and doing therapy in the lobby. Definitely an interesting choice.
You got pretty banged up there, Williams. Had me worried. I just wanted to check in on you. See how you're doing. Despite all this, it's good seeing you again, Ash. Get some rest, okay? I'll come by when you're feeling better. We'll talk. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Okay, Ash. You take care.
We just bought flowers. Where are they? Yeah, it is very awkward.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming regions with non-life-threatening conditions may be asked to transfer to our medical center and secure a ward.
Okay. That's that then. I don't know if Dr. Michelle has anything else to add to
Hello
that.
again, Commander. Here to see our patient?
How is Ashley doing?
The head trauma was severe, but these types of... You can go see her if you like. She's just on...
Nope.
Keep up the good work.
You too.
You know what, let's just buy all the shit.
Welcome to CERTA.
I got the money.
CERTA. How can we help you? Be safe.
Be safe. We haven't talked to our dear friend
Hello,
Davina yet.
Shepard. Welcome to Huerta Memorial Hospital. The human specialist medical officer in charge is Dr. Michelle. Also, please note that specialists for all known Citadel species are on call. Please ensure that you observe proper decontamination protocols
Aiden
at all
Whiskey.
times while
Right.
in this area.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D-24, which is tagged to your biometrics. Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel embassies. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
You can really cover treatment for any kind of species here.
Huerta Memorial surpasses all requirements needed for any multi-species medical facility. This facility's attendant levels can also replicate the living conditions needed to accommodate other, more exotic species. Aquatic environments, for example, are available on short notice.
What about the medical staff? How do they deal with so many species?
All personnel are required to undergo mandatory and regular psychological evaluations, as well as refresher courses. Hospital administration understands how difficult it can be for staff to deal with such a wide variety of patients. It is imperative they be offered the support needed to retain their current high standards.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from every major race in residency, with many specializing in xenomedicine. The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy, offering internships to residents and nurses. With access to cutting-edge technology and support from major pharmaceutical companies, the hospital ensures the best care to its patients.
Where'd the hospital get its name?
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States. The donor who requested the tribute expressed the desire to remain anonymous.
Interesting.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Accurate. Just over and over again. Never fully getting there, though, right? Never fully getting there.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select one moment, please.
Alright. Let's get this over with.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Citadel Embassy.
Insurance,
The
right?
current human ambassador is Dominic Osoba. Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel Security District office.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D-24, which is tagged to your biometrics. Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. For medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Oh, the reverb just really
The
changed there.
Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
Where's the Spectre Requisitions office?
The Spectre Requisitions District office is down the hallway to your left. Note that requisition forms are available only to agents whose biometrics are verified and on file.
What else is in the area?
This area is reserved for human embassy personnel and attending CSEC security. The human embassy prides itself on offering swift assistance to any who fall under its auspices.
I'm sure.
That's it. Thanks.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Recent intel suggests that the entire Letarian hegemony has been destroyed by an unknown force.
Please tell the Primacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
Okay, we have our first side quest. That'll be fun, right? Right? Side quests are fun.
The invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets.
What's up, Hackett?
You can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only... he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Yes, of course.
ma'am, but the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh, you already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet for so long.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind
Yeah,
me of
they're all kind of bad, aren't they?
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Good, it's Fox
Listen,
News.
lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander Humanity has questions.
Closed door.
Damn press.
See, you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here.
Maybe you would, but I gotta live
the
here.
oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. I'm not even sure why he picked me. I never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Don't lose your edge. You might need it.
Oh, wouldn't mind an excuse to get my fingers dirty. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close. I'm
Careful.
up my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my damnedest to help.
It was Udina who made you a commander, huh?
Yeah, he's become an even bigger shot around here. Got a lot of ambition. He suspected Executor Palin was conspiring against the Council and had me investigate.
Find anything incriminating?
Yeah, enough to arrest him. And when Palin resisted, I was forced to kill him. Udina rewarded me with the promotion. And near as I can tell, being a commander just means I'm putting out different fires.
Is the Citadel gearing up for war?
There's a false sense of security here. Even people from worlds that have gone down act like they're safe. Well, I guess it's not just human nature. We all lie to ourselves to deal with horror.
That's
Anything
heavy.
important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
Thought things were relatively quiet here.
Well, compared to where you're coming from, sure. But the war's being felt everywhere. Millions across the galaxy have been displaced, and most of them come here.
Must have you doing somersaults.
Yeah, already allocated the bulk of my men to customs, but we're still overtaxed, cataloging and processing them all.
You got loved ones out there?
Somewhere. Ex-wife I lost track of, and a son and daughter. They're still on Earth.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm losing myself and things I can control. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security here.
We both have jobs to do, Bailey. I suggest we do them.
Yep. Good talking to you, Shepard.
Yeah. Yeah, so this game is not going to be nice. It is not going... I mean, these are characters that are now currently facing what seems to be certain doom and extinction. So, you know... talk to him right now. I really don't want to talk to him. Well, it says Spectre status recognized, so that's usually a good sign, right? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Large credit sanister from the fleet, tech, high-end weapon mounts, and kinetic berry emitters. Morian fleet is withdrawing its pilgrims and upgrading ships for combat somewhere near the Perseus Vale. Here we go. Alright, so I modded this a little bit to give me access to this. Full disclosure. I want this gun. And then... you. Oh no! Where'd it go? Where's my gun? Oh, well, yeah, it dropped a digit from the prices, but I mean, it added all of these. Huh. No, I wanted my gun back. The one that I'm thinking of, the Locust. I wanted the Locust back, and I thought it would be in here. Boo. I don't remember how you get the Locust. Hold on. Let's see. Acquisition. Priority Horizon. Or the Casa Fabrication shop. It'll be available in Casa Fabrication. But, okay. I'm pretty sure I can... See, the thing with this mod is that it makes things that are available in later missions available now, in whatever store they're supposed to be available in. So if I go down to Casa Fabrications, it should be there. But it's not... Casa Fabrications is a level in an area, and the Citadel is not available to me yet. Black Widow versus Mantis. Yeah, it's the weight that worries me. I'll do it. No, I won't. Yes, I will. Never mind. I have the money. I am done here, though. That is all I will do. Let's go play with it. I can mod it, but I don't know that I want to. So... so much more weight. Oh my god. That's heavier too, Jesus. You can't mod these either? Not on the weapon bench. That's a noise. Yes. Yes! Oh, that's what I was looking for. I love the little plink plink. It's so good. Yes. Yes. I know it's complete fiction. Silenced pistols do not sound like that in real life, but, you know, That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna have a lot of really nasty
Commander,
shit in my pocket.
Councillor Udina said you'd be coming. If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
You go.
We've got our own problems, Councillor. Earth is not in this alone.
But Earth was the first Council world hit. By all reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
By your reports.
Have a good night, Elliot. Thanks for coming by.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked by the Reapers. And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you our strength to help Earth, our own worlds will fall.
We must fight this enemy together.
And so we should just follow you to Earth?
Even if we were to unite our fleets, do you really believe we could defeat the Reapers?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan. A blueprint, created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scale is... it would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hackett. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
Liara believes it can work, and so do I. And while I haven't always agreed with Udina, he's right about this. We need to stand together, now more than ever.
That looks so good. God.
The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
The cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard.
You aren't?
We may have a spot on the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
So far, you've only explained how I can help you.
It might seem that way. But the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war, and you want me to play politician?
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter? Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all
We are getting the band back together.
Rest is up to you.
Also, something I'm noticing just looking at Udina's shoes, like, this whole
There is
game
one
is
other
shoe-phobic.
The Council wanted me to tell you. We've chosen to uphold your Spectre status.
Again?
And various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
Well, that went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
The Council. You saved their lives. And for what? Apologies that boil down to maybe later.
Yeah, you know, the elusive man does have the best shoes in the trilogy.
Later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread the message. Help the humans, help yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Tavos is a diplomat and compromiser, but she's wrapped up in defending Asari space like a mother panther. Valern is out of his depth. The Solarians like their wars won before they start. They're frightened now. Use that. In Sparatus, I'd take what he offers. It's strange days when the Turians are the least hostile to humans, and there's a need there.
Surprisingly prescient.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
That sounds very ominous.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all they're worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
I should go.
I'll be here.
Yeah. So, yeah, also, if you didn't know that, humanity's entire government was completely obliterated. Yay. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
Here we go.
Commander Shepard. Khalisah bint Seen and Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked?
Already has a headache.
Running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
I came to get help for Earth. For everyone.
What about all the people suffering while you play politics with the Council? What about them? How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
Khalisah, we're doing everything we can.
Before they cut the feeds, there were so many dead.
I'm gonna stop the Reapers or die trying, but I need your help. Keep asking the hard questions. Don't let the Council forget about Earth.
I will. Thank you, Commander.
I was gonna say, Khalisah, why don't you go grab a freaking gun?
We haven't always seen eye to eye, but I'm glad you're on our side.
Don't make me punch you. My alter self would have done so.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
Yeah, I can't get to any of the things.
Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
Ma'am, I can't say when we're deploying or where or why.
But you're on the Normandy, right?
Here we go.
Doc.
was last seen on Earth.
I feel
Did Commander Shepard escape?
so bad
Didn't she?
about what they did to this person.
What's going on here?
Commander, just who I
Why
was
can
looking
we
for.
see her nipples?
Diana Alex,
Why?
Alliance
Why
Liaison.
can...
I think we can help each other.
I suppose you want an interview?
I want the mod that
Even
gets
better.
rid of them now.
I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all Council planets. My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room, and this war needs to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over
It
the
really
segments
should
I
have been
file.
Emily Wong.
Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Tell your producers yes for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 footlocker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Yeah, so before the retexture that I did on the N7 dress, the awful dress that Shepard is given, Shepard also had visible nipples and a panty line, so, you know, it's...
First deployment is somewhere near Palaven.
Ugh.
Reports say not to depend on comms.
I'll leave vid messages then, and you can do the same.
Oh,
Well, they said that due to concerns about signal congestion, we're supposed to avoid sending messages at all. They're trying to keep war data coming through, so every data packet counts.
So, how am I supposed to talk with you then?
Alright, well, I guess we're getting back on the boat. Here we go. And now it gets weird. I hate the slow movement. Just come on. Ooh, yeah, that's a weird dream, all right.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can.
So now Liara
and
has
you'll
to be
get
my
back there in time
therapist.
to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist...
Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Very terse.
Commander Shepard, I'm comm specialist Samantha Trainer with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell
Specialist
me
O.
about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need
Trainer
me.
is wonderful.
They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Oh, wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Whew, that was a lot. We have a new Kelly.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
You'll note that we still haven't really gotten to choose our own path so far. We're still in the intro here.
We did present them
and
with
it's
a lot of
almost
unknowns.
time for the stream to end. I
threatened
said
and
that it was
wanted
going to take the whole
solutions,
stream.
not theories.
So
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
okay, so there's a good start. All right, here we are. Here's our new Normandy. So this is I don't really know what this used to be, but now we can see all of our war assets. Here's the minimum, right? So Systems Alliance, you can expand that. You can see we've got the Alliance Engineering Corps, 103rd Marine Division. What do we got here? Let's see if there's anything interesting. First Fleet. And yeah, so we have some of our consequences of previous ones here. So we've got fleet lost a third of its vessels protecting the Council during the Battle of the Citadel 2 years ago. Third Fleet. And again, third of its things. Fifth Fleet. And a third of its vessels. Diana Allers. We have the Normandy, which is in of itself an asset. But it has our Thanix magnetic hydrodynamic cannons, aka a Turian with a sniper rifle that hangs out of the loading dock. Solaris armor, and psionic barrier technology. Mineral resources, Commander Shepard strip mined the galaxy. Yeah. And then even Khalisa bin Sinan al-Jilani. Her sincerity touched extranet viewers, and donations for war relief efforts are pouring in both to the Alliance and its alien allies. There you go. Also just noticed the more information on there. I forgot about that. Is there anything else on these? No? Okay. So yeah, that will be updated over time, and obviously we gotta get the meter going. We walk out here. We've got model. Our conference table has been moved, and now it is in here, and it looks very Spartan. I love how there are cables all along the floor. This thing, right here.
If Thessia was lost and Earth had
this fucking scanner.
Guarding our own borders.
So in the original game, without mods, when you walk through this, it scans you and you have to stand there, and it slows you down and everything. But now you can just walk right back and forth. It's great. It's fucking great.
The Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Okay. Reinstatement. Diplomatic authority. Threat condition Saber 1. Everything is bad. It's all bad. My dog mech. Right. KEI-9. Haha. And this is about the Quarian fleet. They've suddenly disappeared, and we know they've been buying a lot of weapons. As the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested, I chose something from the official Systems Alliance catalog. A commemorative hooded jacket to wear on off-duty hours. Oh, wow, thanks. And Eden Prime. There we go. Let's talk to Trainer. Let's do that first. Hold on. We're going to try talking to everybody, and then we're going to call it a night.
Come to check on your new recruit. Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. You're not alone here.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
Luxury
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my
Mind you,
attitude
one of
towards
my
them, they
very
offered
expensive
scholarship.
guns that I
I
just
served
bought
for 12
costs
years after
just twice
graduation
that.
and decided to stay. I really
Two
like the challenge of the
toothbrushes
lab.
and you have the amount of a
Although,
very
I'm
expensive
sure
gun.
I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me, seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming
that
sources
I try
and then networking them with
moving to a
extrapolations
motorized
of time-lapse
toothbrush,
data to construct
I end up
coherent
going back to a
situation
manual
GUI.
at some point.
It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
Okay.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking? Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake. Commander?
Let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake. I love it. Going up to the captain's cabin because I gotta take care of some things, and namely I want to change my outfit for the rest of this. Ink. Whoa. Power damage 25. Power recharge 25. Power recharge 25. Power damage 25. It's literally just a pink version of that. Power damage 25. That's a really cool, weird thing. I'm going with it. Shields. Weapon damage. Weapon damage. Shields. Shields. Let's go with that then. Yeah, no, my shepherd did not do that. Okay, so this is the retexture of the N7 dress that I got, and this was recommended to me by DigiShell. I think I'm going to keep it for the casual, but for armor, I'm actually thinking that I go, because I did download a mod that I can basically wear I can wear, you know, these kind of things. Words are hard right now. Like, I have casual stuff, like the dress blues, and not the dress blues. Well, the dress blues are in here, aren't they? Thought they were. But I also have this. And I think this one actually lets me tint it, yes. Just fight in sweats. Bit much for me, though. I thought we had the mod installed to use Ashley's thing at her casual like that. Damn it. Huh. Well, that's disappointing. I wanted that as armor. That makes me sad. Well, for now, let's go with this. So the problem I have with this, let me see if I can get some decent lighting. Decent lighting. God, that's a funny joke. Okay. Jump into photo mode here. The problem I have with this are these motherfucking shoes. They are just kind of gross. Like, just somehow they are say. There's no side on the instep. They have this weird, low, chunky heel. This rounded toe with this just bunched V thing in the middle. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. But like, the rest of the retexture is fine. Unfortunately, the necklaces are still kind of gross, so there's that. But you know. Yeah, no retexture is unfortunately going to fix the shoe mesh. It's a mesh issue. And there we go. Charles Presley, XO Presley. Cade Malenko. Richard Jenkins. I think that's everybody that you actually know. Everybody else is like, you know. Love how they just hid all of my models just around the ship. Somebody leave their smoking cigarette on this table? What the fuck? At the very least, they left some of this stuff intact. You know, it's nice having these lounge areas, at least. Because the rest of the ship is turned into, like, this big old, very straight-edge military thing. Which, I guess, makes sense. It's still disappointing. Here are the big guns. It's missing something, aka someone to calibrate them. Where's my boyfriend? Where is my husband? Hello, Karen. the body.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old medbay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
I guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
Just rub it in. Salt in their
wound.
wound.
Any of your family?
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
I'm gonna get you some fucking brandy, alright?
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You figured out how to say people's names.
From the Shadow Broker ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
Info Drone.
What should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Becoming the big info broker has turned you into a real saint.
I'm flattered. I think.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
I hope you finally got our little friend Droney to stop saying shadow and broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight. Shadow and broker out loud. I thought these followed you. No, they just follow her? I don't know.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard. Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
And you know she probably would have.
You brought your little helper
actually
with you?
broken necks.
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship? Impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Please explain.
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser.
There we go.
The elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Please, enjoy your day.
Moving on. And engineering.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry. Commander.
Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry. I like the power that that sentence implies. I think she's fine. I think she's... The dislike of her is a little overblown to my thought. Where's the space hamster? There it is! There it is! There it is! I got it. Ha! Whew. It's very, very nerve-wracking. Got him in one. Hey!
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Yay! We have our engineer back. Even though it's not our Pickering couple, because, let's be honest, they're a couple. They might pretend that they're not, but they're a couple. Alright, let's go down to the shuttle bay. We're almost done with all of the searching. It's just a weapon vent, right? Yeah. Weapon upgrades. You know, these are really friggin' cheap. Walk away from that for right now. Hey, yeah, see? Cast Fabrications Locust 1. There we go. Boom. God, that's so friggin' cheap. Jesus. Okay. There we go. Yep, the mod got rid of the markup there as well. So you are correct. Where's the mod bench? Is that here? No? Ah, modified button. That's what I wanted. Okay. Looking at that. Can't modify that. You have the Black Widow, the Mantis, and the regular Widow. Capacity, fire rate, damage is higher. This is the old one. Yeah. We'll see. I'll see how the Black Widow works. I mean, the damage is comparable to the Mantis. So we'll see what happens. Okay. And that's probably going to be my loadout for pretty much the entire fucking game. Let's be honest. Hey, look, it's our dog. The Robo-Dog. Go, another model. What did I say? He's a himbo. This is literally his job. Just stay here, doing these weird push-ups where he pulls the bar behind his head. Pull-ups, sorry, whatever. Alright. Good? Get them all? Again, neglecting leg day.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal, unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yep. We're going to rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You come down here for something? Or are you just looking?
I did just come to chat, but I might stay for the show.
Have to work harder than that if you want me to blush. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Oh, I can dance.
Okay, Lola.
Are we gonna spar in this fucking dress? Yes, we are.
Don't let my good looks fool you, Vega. I got my share of scars.
I might be in heels, but I can fuck you up, alright?
You remind me of my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know.
Sense some
Can't blame yourself, Vega.
pent-up aggression here.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
No, you're blaming me.
Guess.
You a shrink too?
Haha, funny you ask.
No, but that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey. Thanks for the dance, Lola.
Lola, huh?
You kind of look like a Lola.
You're cute. So I'll let you get away with it. For now.
That's it. Now you made me blush.
It's such a weird scene. Oh, it's such
Hey
a
again.
weird scene.
What's up?
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
So I'm a Lola, huh?
Yeah, my best friend's sister growing up was Lola. Older sister. Hot. Tough.
Right.
Right.
You mentioned a mission you had against the Collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or...
Or what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marines and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other?
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
I'll talk to you later.
He's so... empty.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
Already done, sweetie.
Store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy.
No,
so it's
it
cheaper to buy
doesn't.
supplies when you're there.
Not after the mod I installed.
Shuttle pilot But you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from deck. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Their bickering is perhaps the best part of Vega.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident, practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
There's probably a fair amount on AO3. That is totally true. Okay, now we just gotta see what our models look like here. There's a whole other wall of models. It does the same thing as before. It says squeak. I'm missing some things. I don't know where to find them. They're probably somewhere. I don't have the time to deal with it right now. That is a window, not a door. Let's do a save. And it is time for bed. I hit the wrong button. I think I might be in the middle of an ad too. Whoops. I don't know how long that lasts. I'm tired though. Oh, it lasts another minute. Okay. I have this already set up and ready to go. Okay. So, yeah. Ooh, that's sore. Okay, yeah. Ouch. Okay. So, yeah. It's the start of Mass Effect 3. My thing is tired. I'm tired. It's late and I am the tired. So we will pick up again on, we will pick up again on Thursday. There we go. Thursday, 9 p.m., same time probably, where yes, we will probably hit Turian Boyfriend Returns. However, I am following this guide, which actually is telling me to go to Eden Prime first. do one of the DLCs right out of the box. So, maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. I can't remember how long the From Ashes DLC was to start. But that'll be a nice, interesting point to start with, I think. So yeah, keep an eye out for the stream on Thursday. I might actually try to make, like an advertisement for this one. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for welcoming me back. I'm just really tired. I want to go to bed. Ooh, I was really trying to hold that in. It did not work. Ooh, okay. So have a wonderful night, everyone. I will see you on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time again, as usual. So I will hope to see you then. Until then, have a great night. I will see you soon. Take care. And I guess I'll talk about what I've been thinking about in the Discord, because I was thinking about what we might do after Mass Effect. Involves a certain new game from a certain company called Double Fine that might be coming out in the next month or so. Really thinking about it. It's definitely a turn from Mass Effect and a turn toward. I don't even know what's a turn toward. It's weird, is what it is. It's a weird game. So, anyway, have a great night. I will see you all on Thursday. Take care, everybody. Mwah.